Are you guilty of shooting and killing Preston?
No, ma'am, I didn't do it.
Well, he is accused of shooting and killing a teen in Spokane Valley back in March. Tonight from behind bars, he is speaking exclusively with KREM 2. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome, I'm Whitney Ward. 19-year-old Stephen Yoler is now charged with first-degree murder for the death of that Spokane Valley teen, Preston Grisgoric. Tonight from inside the Spokane County Jail, the suspect talked only to KREM 2's Amanda Rowley, insisting he is innocent.
In my exclusive interview with the Spokane Valley shooting suspect today, 19-year-old Stephen Yoler insists he is innocent of the crime. But today, court documents reveal surveillance video and several anonymous tips claim he is the one who shot 15-year-old Preston Grisgoric.
If there was surveillance video that showed me at the crime, they would have grabbed me a lot sooner than over in a month and a half, you feel me? This happened April 29th or March 29th, something like that. And then they just picked me up yesterday morning.
Spokane County court documents say Stephen Yoler is seen in surveillance video chasing Preston down just before the shooting. Investigators used Yoler's driver's license photo to identify him in the video. Yoler told me he only knew Preston Grisgoric from Snapchat and denies any dispute between them.
The police have tried to tell me that there was a disagreement between Preston's people and my people, but that's what I know about it.
What do you mean, Preston's people and my people?
Just who he hangs out with and who I hang out with.
Is this a gang-related situation?
No, ma'am.
Are you affiliated with any gangs?
No, ma'am.
So who do you think shot Preston?
I'm not sure. I don't know him.
A friend of Preston's family offered a $2,000 reward for information that would lead to an arrest.
We're glad that he's caught, but, you know, I personally don't know if justice will ever truly be served because Preston will never come back.
According to an anonymous tip, Yoler flew out of Spokane 2 days after Preston's death. According to court documents, Yoler admitted to his girlfriend he shot Preston 6 times. She said he was scared and crying when he told her he had to do it. She also told detectives Yoler believed the victim wanted him dead.
Is she lying?
Yes, ma'am.
The suspect appeared in court for first-degree murder today. Preston's family was in the courtroom as well. They told me it was difficult to sit through.
It makes me feel sick to my stomach. I just want to, scream, cry.
Preston's sister Nicole believes her brother was set up that night. Witnesses and social media conversations have led investigators to believe a young woman used the purchase of vape pens to lure Preston outside his apartment the night he died. We are not naming her since she has not been formally charged.
Yoler remains in jail tonight on a $1 million bond. Reporting from the Spokane County Courthouse, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Health officials are investigating a potential widespread COVID-19 exposure in the Colville area. According to the Northeast Tri-County Health District, tournaments and big events were held at Dominion Meadows Golf Course starting on May 1st. 3 people have already tested positive, but they are worried there could be dozens more who may not even realize they're infected. So today, the health district administrator told us anyone who went to Dominion Meadows on or after May 1st needs to monitor for symptoms. They are now working with the golf course to provide COVID testing and vaccination opportunities for anyone who may be exposed to the virus.
Also new tonight, we're hearing from a Ferry County woman who attended that super spreader event in Republic just last month and is now pleading with others to take the outbreak and this virus seriously.
Yeah, we're sick of hearing about COVID, but that's because we've been hearing about it for a year and a half and haven't really been touched by it until now. It's not about politics, guys. It's legit. Like, our neighbors and our family and our friends are getting super sick and some of them are dying. And
her name is Natalie. She posted a video on her Facebook page encouraging others to take precautions. She was actually a karaoke DJ at that Eagles recruiting event last month that ended up being a super spreader, infecting more than 100 people with COVID-19. She also contracted COVID, and coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear more of her message and why she doesn't want people to misunderstand what happened there in her community. That's tonight on KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock.
To tracking the coronavirus numbers here in Spokane County, the Spokane Regional Health District reporting 135 new cases today. That brings the total number of cases to 42,780 positive cases since the start of the pandemic. 2 new deaths were also reported today, and currently 82 people are hospitalized due to the virus. Meantime, drug maker Pfizer officially begun the process to receive full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA is expected to authorize the vaccine for young adults ages 12 and older by early next week. The 2-dose shot has already been approved for emergency use in the U.S. for adults and older teens. While about 150 million Americans have gotten at least 1 shot of the vaccine, only 42% of Americans have been fully vaccinated.
The only way to get cases to come down and stay down is for everyone to get vaccinated.
Public health experts warn it's still too soon to declare victory. Researchers at the University of Washington now estimate more than 905,000 people have died from COVID-19 in the U.S., more than any other country in the world.
In the meantime, the U.S. economy still has more than 8 million fewer jobs now than it did at the start of the pandemic. The Labor Department reported 266,000 new jobs last month, which is far below the 1 million jobs that some economists had expected. The unemployment rate also is still hovering above 6%.
Today, there's more evidence that our economy is moving in the right direction, but it's clear we have a long way to go.
The White House says it actually doesn't see evidence that unemployment is keeping people from looking for work. The hospitality industry showed the biggest gains in the April report, but demand for employees is still outpacing supply. Manufacturing saw one of the biggest dips in the April jobs report, with a loss of 18,000 jobs, the most coming from automakers. All right, temperatures across the inland Northwest taking a steep decline as well since yesterday. Tom Sherry is in now with a quick update on what we can expect tonight and, of course, over the weekend.
Yeah, look for more windy weather this evening with wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Chance of rain and thunderstorms across the area. Should see sunshine on Saturday, but continued cooler than average, a high of about 60. We'll get up to about average on Sunday with a high of 63, but I'm also tracking some showers popping up by Mother's Day afternoon. Take a look at the current satellite and radar picture. Numerous showers and isolated thunderstorms taking place across areas of eastern Washington and especially into northern Idaho. We're at 56 degrees right now. Look at that wind out of the west-southwest at 30 miles per hour. You can see the anemometers. That's a live view at Lake Coeur d'Alene. It's just spinning so hard it looks like it's going to take off. We'll look for temperatures to drop down to 35 tonight. Saturday's high 61. I'll have the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good, Tom. Thank you very much. Still ahead, it is the last weekend to participate in Bloomsday, and this year the addition of Bloom's Dog made the race available for our furry friends too. And coming up after the break, we introduce you to a special pup and tell you the significance for this Bloom's Dog finisher. Coming up after the break.